Good morning, everyone. We discuss about manufacturing of cement. Here, cement is a binding material. It binds various materials together, like bricks, tiles, stones, and other building materials. Now, what are the raw materials for the manufacturing of cement? Here, the raw materials are calcareous material. Calcareous material means the compounds of calcium and magnesium. For example, calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate is a calcareous material. Example for calcareous material, chalk powder. Chalk piece powder. Here chalk piece made by calcium carbonate, calcareous material. Next one, argillaceous material. Argillaceous materials means silica, alumina, iron oxide. Examples are clay and shale. Here clay and shale are made by argillaceous materials, silica, alumina and iron oxide. Next raw material, powdered coal. Powdered coal. Next one, gypsum. Hydrated calcium sulfate, CaSO4 2H2O is called gypsum. These four are the raw materials for the manufacturing of cement. Now, in the process, first the calcareous material converted into powder. Calcareous material converted into fine powder, and argillaceous materials also converted into fine powder. These two powders mix with each other to form raw mixture. This mixture is called raw mixture. Raw mixture on burning produce cement. Here, the burning of raw mixture usually done in a rotary kiln. Rotary kiln. What is rotary kiln? Rotary kiln is a long steel tube. It is steel tube. Steel tube is inclined and supported on concrete columns with the help of bearings so that it can be rotated slowly. These are the concrete columns on which rotary kiln is supported. Here, the inner walls of the rotary kiln lined with refractory material to resist heat loss. Lined with refractory material to resist heat loss from the rotary kiln. Okay. Now, from the lower end of the kiln, the mixture of mixture of hot air and powdered coal is introduced. Powdered coal and hot air. Hot air. Here in hot air the coal burns. Here coal acts as fuel. So whenever coal mixed with hot air, that coal burns and produces heat. Due to that heat, the high temperatures are maintained in the rotary kiln. Here from lower end to higher end, temperature decreases. Here in the lower part of the kiln, temperatures around 1700 degrees centigrade. In the central part of the kiln, temperature around 1000 degree centigrade. At the top of the kiln, temperatures around 400 degree centigrade. Now, from the top end of the kiln, raw mixture is introduced. Raw mixture introduced from the top end of the kiln. Now, as the kiln is inclined and rotated, the raw mixture slowly descends from upper end to lower end. First, raw mixture entered into the top part of the kiln. Here at this part, here at this area, temperature around 400 degrees centigrade. At this temperature, mixture loses all its moisture content and converted into dry mixture. So this zone is called drying zone. It is the drying zone. Next, this dry mixture entered into the central part of the kiln. In central part, temperature about 1000 degrees centigrade. At this temperature, one of the raw material, calcareous material, decomposed. Calcareous material means calcium carbonate decomposed to calcium oxide and carbon dioxide gas. That carbon dioxide gas is escaped out through chimney. Here in this zone, calcareous material is decomposed. So this zone is called calcination zone. Calcination zone. Next, this mixture entered into the lower part of the kiln. In this part, temperature about 1700 degrees centigrade. At this high temperature, the chemical reactions takes place between calcareous material. Calcareous material means calcium oxide and argillaceous materials to form the mixture of calcium silicates and calcium aluminates. That mixture is called cement. Here the cement formed is in the form of clinkers. So this zone is called clinkering zone. Here the cement is formed in the form of clinkers and it is very hot. These hot clinkers cool by passing atmospheric air. Then we get cold clinkers. These cold clinkers converted into fine powder by the addition of a small amount of gypsum. Small amount of the raw material gypsum. Here the function of gypsum is to retard or to decrease quick hardening of cement when it is in contact with water, or to decrease the setting time of cement when it is in contact with water. Gypsum is added to the cement. Now finally we get the fine powder of cement for packing. Cement for packing. Okay. Here, what are the chemical reactions taking place? or what is the chemical composition of cement? Here, what is the chemical composition of cement? Cement is the mixture of calcium silicates and calcium aluminates, like dicalcium silicate, 2CaO, SiO2. It is represented by C2S. And tricalcium silicate, 3CaO, SiO2. And aluminates, tricalcium aluminate, 3CaO, Al2O3, represented by C3A. And tetracalcium aluminoferrite, 4CaO, Al2O3, Fe2O3, represented by C4AF. So it is the chemical composition of cement. Cement is the mixture of calcium silicates and calcium aluminates, like dicalcium silicate, tricalcium silicate, tricalcium aluminate, and tetracalcium aluminoferrite. It is the mixture of cement. Here, this cement is also known as Portland cement. Portland cement. Portland cement, because the strength and color of the cement similar to the stones which are available in Portland city. So the cement is also known as Portland cement. Here it is the manufacturing of dry cement. It is the dry process for the manufacturing of cement. In case of wet process, simply the raw materials are washed with water. Here raw materials means calcareous materials and argillaceous materials washed with water to remove any organic impurities present in them. Here generally argillaceous material means clay, silicates, aluminates. Here for example clay. Here clay generally consists of organic impurities. So to remove such impurities, argillaceous material washed with water. Then we get slurry. That slurry entered in the rotary kiln. Here in rotary kiln, that slurry entered into the drying zone. In drying zone, that slurry loses all its water and converted again into dry powder. That dry powder entered into the calcination zone. In calcination zone, calcareous material decomposed to CaO and CO2. CO2 escaped out through chimney, and then this mixture is entered into the last zone called clinkering zone. In clinkering zone, the clinkers are formed. That clinkers allowed to cool by passing air. Then we get cool clinkers. That cool clinkers converted into fine powder by the addition of small amount of gypsum. The function of gypsum is to retard quick hardening of cement when contact with water. So it is the manufacturing of cement. Thank you.